love Boxyluxe. My post office has been on a roll. I think it's because the snow has been incredibly deep. In Glacier Park, it's the most snow they've had since like 1982. Some places it's 80 feet deep. And I will insert a picture here showing you what it is like at my house. It's been a bit crazy this winter. And unfortunately, my Boxyluxe obviously met with some incidents. I wanted to make sure nothing was damaged before I did my unboxing, so I did open it up and look through everything. Thankfully, nothing is damaged. I also discovered and kind of knew I was going to run into a problem because it was really difficult to avoid the whole Morphe thing. This Boxyluxe, people were upset about it right from the get-go. That is an issue, and we'll discuss that. So, if you don't know what Boxyluxe is the like supersized BoxyCharm. BoxyCharm is a monthly subscription service. Every 3 months, you can upgrade it to Boxyluxe for an additional $28. So that makes this box $59 all total. You get this huge box of products, and they guarantee it's worth like $300. So yay! They've had 3 of them so far. This is my second one. I didn't get the first one. They sold out super fast. December one, oh my god, it was so good. I'm hoping that even though I did see a couple things that are going to be in this box, it's not like gonna ruin it for me. This theme is La Vie en Rose. I do not know what that means. On the back of this, they give you all the product information and the prices. So I'll set that aside and we'll go through that at the end. So the first thing in here is a makeup bag. It's a pretty rose gold. Oh, and it's nice and big. Like, that's a nice makeup bag. It's a beautiful antique color like that. Item number 1. They seem to send you a makeup bag or something like that with every one of these. Next item is the Cover FX Face Palette. This one is in light. I did do my beauty quiz like months in advance. This looks amazing. Oh, and the mirror is beautiful. I can't wait to play with this. Yay, like it's gorgeous. The next thing is the Morphe 15-in Palette Night Master. I'm going to open it up and show it to you. It looks like this. I did not know if this was the wanted palette or not, or if like everybody got this palette or whatever. I've heard Morphe eyeshadows are really, really good, but Morphe is one of the few brands. I've never bought anything Morphe. I don't feature it on my channel because I really disagree with the way they do business. So I picked up what I thought was going to be similar, and I guess it's not exactly. I mean, it is sort of. So this is the Mixed Metals palette from Perfusion. It's a 9-pen palette, and it looks like this. So there are some real similar colors. I mean, I didn't nail it, but I think I did pretty good, right? Like, it was close. So we're going to use this palette instead of this one. And this one, I think I'm going to trade to someone who likes Morphe. I struggled with this a lot before making this decision because I really hate doing this. But at the same time, I'm not going to use a palette one time on my channel and that I know I'm never going to use again. I'm setting this to the side for now. I will, we'll go over the prices and stuff, but that's it. And I will link a video of an unboxing, probably where they either have this palette, so you can check that out. So next is an iconic London eyebrow cushion. This is the coolest little thing I've ever seen. Oh no! Oh, I just got stuff all over me. I tried to like pull it like it said, and it did not work out for me. It was like, grab here, but my little tabby doesn't flip up, I guess. The little tabby right there didn't work, so that sucks. Is it supposed to be this messy? Like, it is getting everywhere on me. I love this tiny little eyebrow brush. I think that is the coolest thing ever, and I have brow stuff all in my fingernails now. That's gonna drive me insane. I think that is cute as hell, but the thing to open it, they need to fix that because mine did not work properly, and so it just made a big, huge mess for me trying to get it out of there. Okay, next up is the It Cosmetics Confidence in a Cream. I used this for Christmas. I bought a little sample size one. As you can see, I've used most of it. This is a very nice cream. It is a bit greasy feeling to my skin. So I use this at night because it's very hydrating, and so I will totally use this, but I'm not going to use it right now. Not to mention I put on my foundation without even thinking. This is my night cream and I will totally use it. It's amazing. And this right here, I believe pretty much pays for my entire box. I think it's like 49 bucks. It's great cream. Although I prefer the one I got my last month, Boxyluxe, the Element. This one, I love this cream so much. The scent is kind of odd, but the actual product is amazing. So this is a product I'm unlikely to use because I have no nails. These are little nail polishes. I know that lots of you do your nails and they're super cute. Like, how adorable is that? You can do a little look with those two. My husband would love it if I actually did my nails, but I have a terrible habit when I'm stressed, I chew on my fingernails. And I've been very stressed, so I've been doing that. So that's bad. This is in C.H. Donna Modern Love, Deborah Lipman. I don't know anything about nail polish, so I know I'm gonna stick everything in my makeup bag. I like this plan. Oh, it says BoxyCharm inside. How cute is that? Next up is Wander Beauty Lift Off Peel Off Face Mask. This is for brightening, which I love. I love a good mask. I don't use peel off masks a whole awful lot because when you get to a certain age, you don't want anything tugging on your skin that much. But I will definitely use this. And I do have preferences. I prefer to use the ones like the ones from Ulta, where you peel them off and they peel off more like paper and they don't really pull on your skin. But I have no idea what this one does. So I'm anxious to find out because I do love a good mask. Then we have some really pretty lashes from Lily Lashes. Those are beautiful. I will totally be using those because they're gorgeous. And I've heard amazing things about Lily Lashes, including the fact if you take care of these, they last for like 20 times. No way is that going to happen for me. I am terrible on lashes, so I buy cheap lashes, like super cheap lashes. I try to find them like on Hush and stuff that are like 99 cents because when they get glue on them, I'm like OCD and I have to get it all off and it ruins them every time. And I've tried all the tutorials on how to clean your lashes so you don't ruin them, and it doesn't seem to matter. I'm terrible. And I know that it's me. So the next thing in my box is the Powder and Soft Glow brushes from Moda. Also in a beautiful little rose package with beautiful rose handles. These are so soft. This is not when a buffing brush, you wouldn't be able to use this for like buffing in your foundation or something, but for putting in your face powder and the finishing powder from that Cover FX palette. And then this one for doing your highlight. It will be gorgeous. And then the last thing is something I've never even tried before. This is a Becca lipstick. It is a bullet lipstick. And this is in the shade Mocha, which is a very lovely brown color. Look at that, it's beautiful. So I'm not using the Morphe palette, so I'm setting it to the side and I'm not going to do a review. I'm just going to tell you what it's worth. The Morphe palette is $16. You know what's awesome about this month is all your stuff fits in that little train case perfectly. I got this big Profusion palette and this Mixed Metals palette. I got both of these at TJ Maxx. They were This one I think was $5.99 and this one was $6.99. I thought that they together would pretty much make up the price of the Morphe palette. Man, isn't the packaging on this palette gorgeous? I am really hoping that this turns out to be amazing. This is the Profusion Mixed Metals Peach palette. Not the Morphe palette, but we are gonna swatch it out anyways. The first row is Polite, Wannabe, and Ecstatic. They look like that. These do not swatch amazingly. And then we have Outgoing, Certain. Oh wow, that one does though. And then Outspoken. That's these three right here. Wow, those are the beautiful. Because the first row I was kind of like, ugh. Then we have Crimson. Oh my gosh. And it matches that lipstick perfectly. Look at that. There's the eyeshadow, there's the lipstick. Then we have Bordeaux, also swatched beautifully, and Special. That one's a little patchy. We're gonna mostly use this palette. I'll use the other one like if I need some glitter, which I might. Okay, now I'm a little afraid. So this is the iconic eyebrow cushion, and it is the cutest darn little thing I've ever seen in my whole life. And I love the fact it has a nice little magnifying mirror on it. That's definitely a magnifying mirror. So we're gonna give it a try using this little brush. Keep in mind, I'm not like amazing with my brows anyways. And this is just scaring the heck out of me because it looks so messy. I'm terrible at brows, and that was super easy. And this little brush, if you like just use it to sort of stamp on, is super precise. I take it back. This is amazing. It's very easy to use, but it is freaking messy as hell. I have it on my face. The way it opened where I couldn't get it off and I had to like poke at it some, I suspect that's why it's causing such a mess. Yeah, I'm impressed with that brow thing. Like, wow. I'm gonna clean that up with a Q-tip and use the heck out of that. Now I'm gonna use this little Profusion palette. So I'm just gonna go into Polite. And I'm putting it all over my lid. I do have my normal eyeshadow primer down. And it applies, you know, nicely, but these brushes are so good. It's amazing to me that this inexpensive of a palette comes with this nice of a brush. So I'm going to use Crimson on my outer corner. Some people really like this brand, some people really hate it, but that's kind of true of every brand, I think. Okay, so I just used Outspoken and deepened up my crease. Like, these blend super well. Wow. From what I was seeing online, like, some people were like, I hate them, they're cheap and they're terrible. And I have no doubt that that's probably true of some of them. Palettes, I bet it's very hit and miss, and this one just happens to be nice. I was kind of figuring from the packaging this one was going to be a nice palette. I'm just blending it out using an Ulta, probably concealer brush. I'm going to use my NYX glitter glue and put that across my lid. Again, what I normally do. I'm going to take Static, which is this beautiful peach color here, and pack that on my lid. Well, I'm getting some nice color out of it. It's not very shimmery. And I am having to like go into the pan quite a lot to dig out more color. I'm going to use some of this Bordeaux. It looks very similar to some shades I saw in that Morphe palette. So I'm just putting that over here. And then I'm going to blend a little bit. The Bordeaux has so much more shimmer than the Aesthetic. I'm going to go into Certain. That's way more of the shimmer look that I was expecting. I don't really see any fallout. That's nice. And I'm just going to use Rush coming in, and then I'm going to use Beloved. Use that on the inner corner. Oh wow, that's super pretty. Those eyeshadows, you do have to, like, you know, really get your brush into them and, you know, get your pigment out. But they look really nice, and for the price, I mean $6.99, like, they look nice. So in my last Boxyluxe, I got this gorgeous powder from Pretty Vulgar, and I'm just gonna set my under eyes with it. So I'm gonna use Crimson and do my lower lash line in a little bit. I'm gonna use Certain, which is that kind of bronze color. I'm just gonna grab that Beloved out of here. So didn't that turn out really good for a $6.99 palette? I'm kind of impressed. I'm going to do my mascara and I'll be right back. I have on my mascara and I went and found some scissors so we could trim these and see how they do. Right off, I mean, these are nice and thick and they have a nice thin clear band. I wrap them around my pinky finger. It just sort of unsticks the glue that comes on them. I've ruined lashes trying to get that stuff off there, and look, I look like I have caterpillars on my pinkies. Limited edition faux lashes Gaia. It looks like they're just a teeny bit too long on me, so I'm just gonna snip right there. When you're doing that, you always want to leave too much lash. If anything, you do not want to go too short because you can always take away a little more, but you can't put it back on. And I think that's going to be perfect. I have my Andrea lash glue. And you just put it on lightly like that, 45 seconds to dry. I put my lashes on with my fingers. I find it easier. These are big, floofy lashes, bigger than I expected, and they go down super easy. Wow, these are very, very dramatic, way more dramatic looking than I thought. Those look beautiful. So they look already way more like embedded in everything than the inexpensive ones that I normally buy. But again, I buy super cheap ones. So these are $24.99 lashes. I have never even come close to spending that kind of money on a set of lashes. It's kind of freaking me out. But I have a $25 set of lashes on my eyes that I'm going to have to try not to kill. So now we're gonna go and use this Cover FX palette. This looks so beautiful. I'm going to swatch it for you first. So there's a highlight shade. See that? That's a great color for me. There's another highlighter. That's a gorgeous shade right there. It's more rosy than the first one. And then there's this, what they're calling a brightener, which is just super, super white. Totally an inner corner color. Then there's a contour shade, which did not swatch very well with my hair right there. A finishing powder, and I'm just going to show you that one on my finger. It feels very nice. Finishing powders just have a little bit of shimmer to them. And then there's a nice little blush in a beautiful corally pink. Also very pretty. So we're going to start with the contour. Wow. But this is beautiful. And then some on my nose. Before I do anything else, I'm going to set my face with my Pretty Vulgar setting powder, and I'm just going to buff that in. Setting powders and finishing powders are different. Finishing powders are usually a little bit luminous. I'm going to grab my blush brush. I think this is from Wet n Wild. Wow, that's a really, really pretty blush. Like a pinky coral that I think would be flattering on lots of skin tones. The brightening powder, I'm just going to take a tiny little brush and put that on my inner corner. It's like a very intense highlight. I'm going to go with that rosier highlight. Oh my god. It reminds me a whole lot of my Smashbox ones that I love. It's that wet looking, just gorgeous highlight. I'm going to take this fluffy brush and just pick up just a tiny bit of finishing powder. So these highlights are stunning. Holy crapola. I'm going to use that other highlight, and this palette for the highlights alone, oh my god, so gorgeous. And the finishing powder is nice. So now I'm going to use my Becca lipstick in Mocha. Okay, I'm gonna be totally drop dead honest here. This formula feels amazing. Like, I don't use bullet lipsticks very often anymore, and this feels so hydrating that it's not even funny. It kind of feels like I just swiped on a chapstick. And the color is very pretty. I didn't know that I was gonna like it at first, but with this look, I think it's gorgeous. I love it when BoxyCharm like sends me a complete look. It has a little bit of a flavor. A little bit orangey. Let's go into the prices and talk about how expensive some of this stuff is. So the Cover FX Perfector Face Palette, this gorgeous thing, oh my god, this highlights, is $45. Considering everything that's in here and how beautiful it is, I'd say, oh yeah. But I also believe that was like boxy only things. I don't know. The Moda brushes, powder, and soft glow kit came in this box, and they look like that. Very nice brushes. They feel nice in the hand. I love the handles are gorgeous, and these like are really nice. But I did notice I am getting a little bit of shedding. This is not my preferred shape of or style of highlight brush. I don't hate them. I prefer my highlighter brushes a little shorter, a little denser. The Moda brushes are $29.99. The Iconic Eyebrow Cushion, which is super messy but super amazing. I'm gonna, like I said, clean this up with a Q-tip and make that work for me. That is, holy crap, that's 40 bucks. The Wander Beauty Lift Off Purifying Brightening Peel Off Mask, $34 from Wander. These prices are a bit crazy. The Lily Lashes Exclusive Foaming Gaia Lashes, for BoxyCharm are $24.99. These look gorgeous, but I think $24.99 are insane for lashes. Had I realized they were that expensive, I probably wouldn't have cut them and put them on, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to destroy them. I do know that they are built to be used over and over. These ones you're supposed to be able to get quite a few uses out of, which is awesome. The It Cosmetics Confidence in a Cream Transforming Moisturizing Super Cream is $48. This stuff is no joke. Seriously, it is great, and it's super heavy because the cream in there is super heavy. If you have mature, dry skin, like, me, I think you're gonna love that cream. The Becca Ultimate Lipstick is $24, and the packaging is gorgeous. The shade at first is kind of like, I think it's a beautiful shade on. It's very wearable. It's a very everyday sort of shade. The Morphe 15 shade palette, and mine is in Night Master, is $16, and that's one of the reasons I don't feel too bad about not using it. It's one of the cheapest items in here. It does look like a nice palette, and it is not what I used. Again, I hope you actually have been paying attention. I did mostly use the Perfusion Metal Matte Peach palette for $5.99. I'm not gonna knock it. Did not come in Boxyluxe. I bought that myself to use instead of the Morphe palette. The Deborah Lippmann fingernail polishes, $20. The BoxyCharm train case is $20. I love the fact that everything fits in there this month. How cute is that? You can just stick it all in there, and it fits perfectly and has room for extra stuff. This is a great overnight case. So I'll throw up a price of my box total, which has got to be outrageous. I love BoxyCharm, and I oh my god, freak out over Boxyluxe. It's amazing. Let me know if you get BoxyCharm and how you liked your BoxyCharm this month, or if you get Boxyluxe, if you love it as much as I do. I am hoping that I can keep my subscription to it for ever. I hope you guys have a great day. I will talk to you later. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!